Today, we re-stepping back in time to explore a tale woven not just with pigments and brushes, but with whispers of secret longing and courageous hearts. This is the story behind a forbidden medieval romance captured in a masterpiece of art, where every stroke tells a story of love that dared to defy the odds. Imagine a world where kingdoms rise and fall by the clash of swords, where honor and duty govern the lives of nobles. Yet beneath the armor and courtly manners, human emotions pulse with irresistible force. This is the medieval era, an age both romantic and ruthless, where love was often a luxury, sometimes a rebellion. Our story centers around a painting that embodies this tension, an image created in the heart of the Middle Ages that reveals a love so profound and precarious. It had to be concealed behind layers of symbolism, subtle glances, and hidden meanings. Cast your mind to the late 14th century. A time when art was more than decoration, it was a language. Painters and patrons understood that certain feelings and stories could not be spoken aloud without risking scandal or worse. So the canvas became a secret diary, and every detail a cipher to unlock the emotions beneath the surface. The artwork in question is a panel painting depicting a lord and a lady, their eyes meeting not with shy distance but with an intensity that speaks volumes. They belong to two families locked in a bitter feud. A classic medieval conflict where alliances were as fragile as promises, and any union across enemy lines was as forbidden as it was dangerous. Notice the intricate embroidery on the lady's dress, a tapestry of roses intertwined with thorns. This symbol repeats throughout the medieval artistic tradition as a metaphor for love's beauty and pain intertwined, hinting at the peril their relationship posed. Behind her, a tapestry of ivy clings to the stone wall, representing fidelity that persists even in the face of adversity. The gentleman's south hand hovers close but does not quite touch the lady's fingers. This almost touch captures the essence of restraint and yearning. It's a moment frozen between desire and decorum, a silent acknowledgement of the barrier fate has imposed. SFX, gentle_wind, 3. Look closer, and you'll find subtle clues embedded in the background. A small, forlorn raven perches on a distant tree branch, a traditional emblem of ill tidings but also of intelligence and the soul's yearning for freedom. The painter cleverly uses this motif to mirror the lover's plight, burdened by circumstance but hopeful. Beyond the visual elements, the historical context deepens the narrative. During this period, marriages among nobility were political chess moves. Love was subordinate to alliances and power consolidation. For two individuals to seek affection beyond these strictures was an act of quiet rebellion, a pursuit of personal happiness in a world that left little room for it. This painting circulated in private collections, its meaning understood only by those who could decipher its symbols. It was a whispered romance seen only behind closed doors where the heartbeats of rebellion were shared amidst soft candlelight. What makes this story resonate even today is the universality of forbidden love's theme. Whether bound by class, culture, or conflict, love finds a way to bloom in shadows. The painting reminds us that perseverance in love often requires courage and resilience, qualities that transcend time. SFX, soft_heartbeat, 2 inches. Terms of artistry. The painter masterfully employs chiaroscuro, the contrast of light and shadow, to highlight the lovers' faces, drawing our eyes into their soulful exchange. This technique not only creates depth but reinforces the emotional tension, the bright hope of love amid the dark uncertainties of their world. Notice also the delicate use of color. The lady's crimson dress isn't just a fashion statement, red symbolizes passion, danger, and sacrifice. The lord's muted blue attire, meanwhile, suggests loyalty, melancholy, and introspection. Together, their garb paints a portrait of passion restrained by sorrow. Scholars have debated the identity of the couple for centuries. Some believe they were real historical figures, young aristocrats caught in their family's enmity. Others argue the painting is allegorical, A poetic expression of love's trials rather than a literal depiction. Regardless, the power of the imagery lies in its ability to evoke emotion and invite us into a story beyond words. It challenges us to consider how love endures when everything conspires against it. SFX, _rain, for what can we learn from this medieval romance? That love is a force that refuses to be confined. That even in the darkest chapters of history, human hearts have sought connection and joy. The painting is a timeless reminder that love, in all its complexity, is worth fighting for. For those of us immersed in modern life, where relationships can sometimes feel transactional or fleeting, this story offers something precious: hope that love, when nurtured through trials, grows stronger and deeper. The narrative also celebrates the subtle resilience of women. The lady in the painting holds her gaze with quiet strength. She embodies the delicate balance of vulnerability and power, the very essence of a heart brave enough to love against the tide. SFX, _bells, 2 inches away, the painting itself becomes a participant in this love story. It has survived wars, revolutions, and changing tastes, carrying forward the silent promise of love's endurance. Imagine standing before this work centuries later, sensing the hidden glances, the unspoken words suspended in the air. You become part of the story, a witness to a romance that blossomed in the shadow of conflict. A testament to the human spirit's longing for connection. Through this artwork, we see that forbidden love is not simply about breaking rules but about daring to carve space for intimacy and affection in a world often driven by duty and division. May this story inspire you to hold on to love's possibilities, even when circumstances seem impossible. The medieval lovers remind us that sometimes the greatest acts of courage are the quiet ones, echoed in a glance, a touch withheld, and a heart held open. SFX, gentle_wind, 3. Thank you for joining me as we uncovered this remarkable tale hidden in paint and passion. Until next time, keep believing in the power of love that transcends time and trials. SFX, _chime, 2. If this story moved you, give it a share so others can dream of their own forbidden romance and find hope in the resilience of the heart. Let us delve deeper into the layers that make this story not only captivating but also a window into the medieval mindset about love, duty, and rebellion. Understanding the nuances enhances our appreciation far beyond the surface beauty. In medieval times, the concept of romantic love was often entwined with ideals of chivalry and courtly behavior. Knights were expected to fight valiantly and display loyalty not only to their lords but, intriguingly, to their beloved ladies. However, it was a love that had strict limits, largely idealized, conditioned by social hierarchy, and rarely crossing the boundaries set by family politics. Our painting challenges this framework by presenting a love story that exists outside those accepted norms. Here, love is not a duty or a game played for social standing, it is a potent, genuine bond that faces grave consequences. SFX, _heartbeat, 3. The way the painter captures the expressions of the two figures is remarkable. The lady's eyes reflect determination mixed with vulnerability, suggesting awareness of the risks yet an unwillingness to relinquish her feelings. The lord's gaze is steady, almost protective, conveying a silent promise of steadfastness despite the uncertain future. Around them, the setting is deliberately austere, a stark stone wall, a narrow window barred with iron. This backdrop speaks volumes about the imprisonment of social constraints. The lovers' connection is a bright flame against the coldness and severity of their surroundings. Art historians have also noted the inclusion of a solitary white lily at the bottom corner of the painting. This delicate flower symbolizes purity and innocence, but in this context, it also suggests hope for redemption and new beginnings. It implies that although their love is forbidden, it carries a sanctity untouched by the external chaos. SFX, _breeze, 3. Interestingly, the painting's dimensions and format resemble those used for devotional images. indicating that their love the subject matter was treated with an almost sacred reverence. In a society where religion deeply influenced life and art, this choice elevates the romance from mere passion to something transcendent, perhaps even destined. Such artistic decisions transform the work from a simple portrait into a statement, a bold expression of personal truth amid collective constraints. The story behind the painting doesn't end with its creation. Over the centuries, it passed through various hands: monasteries, private collectors, and eventually museums. Each new owner brought renewed interest and interpretations. But the core tale remained vivid, two souls intertwined despite the shadows around them. SFX, historic_scroll_unroll, for their essay recorded legend associated with the artwork, telling of a young noblewoman named Isabella and a squire named Roland. Their love was sparked during a time of fierce rivalry between their families. Forbidden to meet openly, they communicated through secret notes delivered by trusted servants, shared fleeting moments in garden alcoves, and trusted their hearts over the bitter political feud dividing their worlds. According to the tale, their courage and devotion eventually softened the hardened hearts of their kin, leading to a historic peace treaty. Whether myth or reality, this narrative encapsulates the timeless hope that love not only survives but can heal wounds others have inflicted. SFX, whispered_voice_fading. 3. What does this mean for us today? In our modern lives full of different kinds of challenges but the same deep human desires? It reminds us that love often requires courage, the bravery to face opposition, to question norms, and to hold steadfast when everything seems to conspire against us. Love is not always about grand declarations or flawless happiness. Sometimes, it's about the quiet moments of connection, the promise held in a glance, and the resilience to endure difficult times together. SFX, soft_piano_notes, for this medieval painting invites us to reflect on our own stories of love and perseverance. Are there hidden barriers we face? Battles within ourselves or in our relationships that demand patience and faith? Beyond its historical and artistic value, the work speaks a universal language, the language of hope, sacrifice, and the radical power of human connection. As the years pass and societies evolve, the themes encapsulated in this piece remain deeply relevant. We all seek acceptance, understanding, and the space to love freely. SFX, wind_chimes. 3. Now, think about the artist behind this moving piece. In a time when female painters were rare and art was predominantly commissioned by wealthy patrons, choosing to highlight this particular story was an act of empathy and subtle defiance. The artist not only captured likenesses but captured a spirit that transcends time. The brush strokes reveal a delicate yet confident hand, one that knew how to blend realism with symbolism, inviting viewers to not only see but feel the narrative. The painting's enduring mystery, its whispered secrets, and its emotional depth have made it a beloved subject of study and admiration. SFX, soft_harp. 3 inches. Museums today. Standing before this painting is a profoundly intimate experience. We're drawn into a moment suspended between hope and despair, between constraint and freedom. We are reminded that love's greatest stories are often those told in whispers, hidden from spotlight but shining all the same. So, as you sit with this story, let it be a gentle reminder. Love's power lies not in how loudly it proclaims itself but in its quiet persistence. Like the ivy clasping the stone, it clings, grows, and quietly conquers even the harshest walls. We may not live in castles or face the same obstacles as Isabella and Roland, but the essence of their love story resonates still. It calls us to honor our own courage in love, in compassion, and in holding on to hope when the world feels uncertain. SFX, soft_flute, for thank you for staying with me on this journey through history, art, and emotion. If the story touched your heart, imagine the many other romances painted in shadows and whispered through time, waiting for us to discover them. Let us keep the spirit of medieval love alive, not as a relic of the past but as a beacon for today's hearts. daring us to believe in love's enduring magic. Until next time. Cherish love's quiet strength and always remember. The most profound romances are those that survive in silence, in secret. And in the brave hearts who refuse to give up. SFX, gentle_bells, 3 If you enjoyed this exploration, please share it with someone who believes in the beauty of unexpected love stories. Together, we keep these tales alive and inspire hope for all who long to find their own hidden romance. SFX, soft_chime, 2